My son walked out on his wife and kids. Everyone expected me to take his side, but I did something nobody in my family saw coming. I raised Derek to be better than that. That is the part that hurt the most. Sarah called me on a Tuesday night, crying so hard I could barely understand her. Derek had packed a bag and left, just like that, 31 years old, with 2 little children, and he just walked out the door. My phone rang 10 minutes later. Derek. He wanted to explain, said the marriage was suffocating him, said he needed space to find himself. I listened to every word. Then I said, Derek, I love you, and I will talk to you tomorrow. I hung up and called Sarah back. The next morning I drove 40 minutes to her house. I knocked on that door with 2 bags of groceries, and I said, Honey, move over. I am staying for a while. My daughter called me that afternoon and said, Mom, you cannot take her side. He is your son. I said, I am not taking sides. I am taking care of my grandchildren. Derek came to see me 2 days later. He sat at Sarah's kitchen table, which I thought was interesting, considering he was the one who left. He said, Mom, I need you to come home. I poured him a cup of coffee. And I said, Derek, this is not about you and Sarah anymore. Those babies in that bedroom did not choose any of this. And somebody has to show up for them. He went very quiet. I stayed with Sarah for 3 weeks. I watched those children while she went back to work. I helped her find a lawyer. I sat with her on the hard nights when the house felt too empty and too loud at the same time. Derek came around eventually, started showing up for his kids, started acting like a father again. I never once told him I was proud of him for that, because it was the bare minimum, and he needed to understand that. Sarah told me last Christmas that those 3 weeks saved her life. That is all I needed to hear. Subscribe to US Story Nation for more real stories. And please, has this ever happened to you? Comment yes or no. I read every single one.